It's out of pride, fear, lack of faith. The Bible says, for you note takers, it's funny, actually twice the same proverb. Check it out, 14:12, Proverbs 14:12, and Proverbs 16:25. Watch what it says. Proverbs 14:12 and 16:25 says this: there's a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way of death. I got it, dog. I'm good. Oh, you might need God. Yeah, you need a crutch in life. I'm cool. I got money. I got all I need. I'm good. And it seems right, but the end of it is death. There's a bumper sticker that I've seen. It says, God is my co-pilot. How fitting is that? It's America today. God's in the car. He's part of my life. He's in the back seat. He's my co-pilot. I got it. You see, we've taken the wheel. Our homies are riding shotgun, or wife, whatever. God's in the back. And I can just picture God in the back seat going, dude, please just let me take the. I got Cracker Barrel. I got Carolina Mountains. I got it hooked up. But we're going to Mickey D's, and then we're going to the trailer park home. I mean, there's so much more, and yet we got it. I got it. So number one, maybe it's you. Number two, maybe it's others. Maybe you get into the car, and you know what? You throw the spouse, or you throw your homie, or whatever the case is. They're driving. You're kicking it shotgun. God's still in the back. How does that look in your life and my life? Well, it's when we succumb to peer pressure, or keeping up with the Joneses, or just going along with the flow. It's interesting, young and old alike, I see it in my life, I see it in many lives. Well, they said that's cool. They said, I'm just going to give them the keys. I'll just hang out in their car. You know what? It's interesting because many times when you allow someone else to drive your life, watch what happens, man. Be careful. I remember being in high school, and I was one of those young guys that I was a young athlete, and there were some older athletes, and the cool thing to do was go to the kegger parties on Friday nights, and you were cool if you did that. And I remember one time, tell my parents a lie, I don't know what I told them, but there was this big keg party for all the seniors, and I was like a sophomore or whatever, and sorry Mom, I'm telling you this, but in any event, so we're at this party, and again, I'm a pretty cool guy, and the keg was dry, so they had to go get a new one. Well, they got into this Jeep, and these cool senior guys were like, hey Todd, you want to come? I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool. Hey, the seniors asked me, I'm going to jump in their ride. So I jump in the back seat, and we go to take off, keg in the back, and like, I was like, oh no. This police person comes up, I think it was a lady too, she comes up and she's like, you guys are all toast, you're all busted, don't move a muscle. Sir, took the driver back to the vehicle. I looked at my homeboy, I was like, dude, we got to bounce, man. And we busted out of that Jeep, and I busted like a 4-1, dude, just flying down the road, man. Somehow I got out of it, but listen, I'm just real. You know what I'm saying? I'm just real. I'm not proud of that. I'm just real, though. But listen, though, I got in that car. You know what? That could have been the grace of God right there, because what happens if we get in that car, there's no police officer, the driver's drunk, what happens if I am just letting them dictate my life? Holmes could have bid it, and we could all been done. Listen, there's drastic consequences when you give the keys of your life to someone else. 1 Corinthians 15:33, for you note takers, says this: don't be deceived. Evil company corrupts good habits. Be careful, Christian. Be careful. So you, others, but watch this, man. When you say, all right, I've driven long enough. I've let Holmes drive long enough. God, I'm just going to give you the keys. And you allow him to jump up into the driver's seat and start driving your life, boy, that's when life really starts cruising along. As we surrender the wheel to him, and we begin to trust in him to take us on the journey do the drive-in and enjoy the process. I'm in the passenger seat, I'm relaxing, knowing the dad's got the wheel, and he'll bring us to the ultimate vacation destination, a place called heaven with him in eternity. Listen, that's his heart for you and I. I know in here, in a room this size, there's all kinds of people right now. There's some people that, man, you haven't even allowed God in the car yet. And you got invited by a friend and like, what's all this about? This Christianity, God type stuff. You're not in the ride yet. That's okay. And then some people, man, you're still running and you're clamping on to the wheel. And God's just like, he's like tapping on the back. Can I drive? You're like, come on, I got it. Right? Some, you're just going along with the flow. And some you've surrendered and you've seen change your life. Here's the interesting thing. And there's also a lot of us in here that we have different times, different periods of our life. God's running it, everything's good. And then out of fear and out of lack of faith, we'll just, hold on, just get in the back seat real quick and you start driving. And there's different seasons for different things. Hence the grace of God. There's a guy named Abram, if you will, the great father of faith, that if you've read in the Bible in 2 years, this week you've seen him, this great man of faith, go through all seasons. Boy, that's encouraging to me. I hope that's encouraging to you. Listen, a lot of times I think we've had this thought, man, God can't use me. Man, I blow it. God can't use me. You don't know what I've done. Watch Genesis 12. You guys ready? Bless you. Genesis 12. Let's check it out. Chapter 12, verse 1. Now the Lord had said to Abram, get out of your country, from your family, from your father's house, to a land that I will show you. Talk about faith. He doesn't even know where he's going. Verse 2, I will make you a great nation. I will bless you and make your name great. You shall be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and I'll curse him who curses you. And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed. Basically prophesying and giving him this promise that, you know what? Jesus Christ would eventually come through your lineage, and as a result of people placing faith in him, every person in the world will be blessed as a result. Now, verse 4, so Abram departed as the Lord had spoken to him, and Lot went with him. Pause right there real quick. A couple things. You see in verse 1, he says straight up, get out of your country and go. In verse 4, Abram departed. Now, so Abram starts on the right track. He hears from the Lord. He says, okay, you got the keys? I don't know where I'm going. I'm just going to hop in the back seat. I mean, you didn't even tell me where we're going, but I'm going to just hop in the ride anyways. Let's just go for it. He fully surrendered to God's calling. We have a rule in our household. It's called immediate obedience. So when I ask the kids to do something, whether they understand it or not, if they don't want to get the rod, they do it. Now I do it lovingly and tactfully and ask them please, but I give them the choice. And the choice is to simply obey and go for it or not. It's up to them. And Abram had the same exact choice, and so do you and I. God will give you something and to simply obey, and you have the choice. God, all right, you're going to drive, and I'm going to follow, or not. Now, it's interesting. Look at the promises that he has. Look at verse 3. He says, I will bless you, and I'll bless those who bless you and curse those who curse you. It's interesting because remember now that Abram was the father of the Jewish nation. Look throughout the years, this promise of the Bible, so many years ago. The people that bless the Jews are blessed. Look at our country today. I firmly believe, as the result of us being allies to Israel and being partners with them and blessing them, we've been blessed in this country. Now, on the flip side, look at the people who have cursed the Israelites in the Jewish nation. Let's take, for example, the German nation. how they were one of the world powers at the time.